Good morning. How are you? Hope you are fine. Pia mimi niko poa. I'm here for the revision purposes. Bado tunaendelea from where we left last time. I hope you have your notebook, you have your pen. Unasomea this exam. It's around the corner. Do as many questions as possible. Go through the notes, and I know you will pass. So for today we shall start from where we left last time. And for today, I'm here for the law and governance class. So have your notebook and a pen. Well, I know you have now settled. We shall start with our next question. That is question number 2. I remember last time tukisema tutaanza on question number 2. Na kama ndio unajiunga nasi, please, we have already started our revisions. Go through them and catch up with us. And I know you shall be very assisted with those questions. So let's start with the question number 2. And the question reads, highlight 5 rules relating to the naming of company. Highlight 5 rules relating to the naming of companies. And number 1, the name must not be too similar to that of an existing company. So majina isifanane na za kampuni zingine. Number 2, the name must not mislead the public in any manner. Yeah? The name must not mislead the public in any manner. 3, the name must not, in the opinion of registrar, be undesirable. The name must not, in the opinion of the registrar, be undesirable. 3, the name must not support a criminal or immoral intention or purpose. The name must not support a criminal or immoral intention or purpose. 5, the name must contain the word limited or limited as the last word thereof. 5 or 6, the name must not generally contain the terms natural, national, or international. The name must not generally contain the terms national or international. 6, the name must not contain the surname of a person who is not named or proposed directory of the company. The name must not contain the surname of a person who is not named or proposed directory of the company. 8, the name should not contain the registered trademark of any person without his written consent. The name should not contain the registered trademark of any person without his written consent. So, those are some of the rules relating to the naming of companies. There are many, but I've highlighted few. So go and do research. Shika zenye unaweza shika ama unaweza elewa. Unaweza explain kama umeambiwa explain. Unajua hapa tumeambiwa to highlight. So ukiambiwa explain, shika zenye unaweza shika. Question number 2B. Explain the difference between a company limited by shares and company limited by guarantee. Explain the difference between a company limited by shares or a company limited by guarantee. So under this, we shall have 3 columns. Column number 1, we have basic of distinction. Basic of distinction. Column number 2, limited by guarantee. And column number 3, limited by shares. So number 1, at the column of basic of distinction, you write object. Number 1, object. At the object, limited by shares, the company is formed to provide specific services to the public and are a non-profit making business. They are non-profit making business. But limited by shares, it's a very general, it has very general objectives. That is making profit or maximizing profit. Number 2, a decorum of basic of distinction, we write number 2, share capital. Share capital. And are limited by guarantee, may or may not have share capital, but are limited by shares, must have share capital. Number 3, at the basic of distinction, you write shareholder, shareholders. At the limited by guarantee, there are no shares, hence no shareholders. But limited by shares, automatically owners of the shares are called shareholders of the company. Number 4, under basic of distinction, company, and are limited by guarantee, are specifically designed for charitable purposes. Are specifically designed for charitable purposes, but are limited by shares, they are specifically designed for profit making. They are specifically designed for profit making. So those are some of the distinctions or the differences that, between company limited by shares and company limited by guarantee. So unaweza pata swali lingine limeuliza similarities between the same. So similarities between company limited by shares and company limited by guarantee. So ukipatana na hilo swali, do your own research. Jua similarities of this company. The similarities of the two companies. Na ndio examiner akikuuliza, you can be in a position to answer the question comfortably. So I have something small here. Features of an unlimited company. Features of an unlimited company. An unlimited company. So, feature number 1, no stated capital. No stated capital. Unlimited companies have no unstated capital, which means that there is no minimum amount of capital that the company is required to have. 2, no limit or liability. No limit on liability. The liability of its members is not limited. This means the members of the company are personally responsible for the company's debts and obligations. So no limit on liability. The liability of its members is not limited. This means the members of the company are personally responsible for the company's debts and obligations. 3, feature number 3, more flexible. Unlimited companies do not have the same legal requirements and restrictions. They can be more easily adopted to suit the needs of the business. They can be more easily adopted to suit the needs of the business. 4, fewer regulatory requirements. Fewer regulatory requirements. And these are subjected to few regulatory requirements, therefore limited company, as they do not have to meet the same reporting and disclosure requirements, are subjected to few regulatory requirements. Therefore, limited companies, as they do not have to meet the same reporting and disclosure requirements. So from there, those are some of the features of an limited company. So there are many, but I've highlighted only 4 and tried to explain them. So go through that. Maybe it's part of the questions that are on the question paper for the August 2023. So please go through those questions, read and understand, try to find more answers as much as possible. And if you are starting to follow us today, tumeendelea sana. So try to catch up with us, and I know you shall be very comfortable. So go on subscribing, go on watching, go on helping each other. Kama hujambia mwenzako, it's high time to help each other. A last man can save a man or a woman. So please follow this channel, and we shall mutually benefit. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you.